Hi, this is Bernie here in my home office Saturday morning on March the 28th. And I'm just watching the Dwayne Johnston, The Rock, Walking Tall movie. The ancient older version was about Buford T. Pusser. This is about Chris Vaughn, but similar story how good guy got bullied and beat up bad by some other guys. And I won't get into what's right or wrong. Sometimes the law has shades of gray in it, and you got to figure things out on your own what you stand for and believe in. But he was definitely beat up and bullied bad, cut open in that movie, and within a month, the corrupt police and security guards of the casino and everything, and then he was in charge of the town. He was the sheriff. So interesting. Welcome that. You know, in our eternity, this isn't. This is today, and I know that the Good Samaritan Pro of our realm we work in personal life leadership talks sometimes about eternity and your spiritual being and body, mind, spirit leadership of self. But today there's a lot that counts, and we got to be thinking about how to dwell with others, our neighbors, especially if we don't get along with some of them, and we may never welcome them as a friend. But we still got to reciprocate. No, just get along in our outer circle of dwelling in life as we go and do business in the marketplace, come and freely go in our own dwelling, our home, and you want to get along with people and put an air out that you not really welcome them, but you're not disposing of them either. So you interact in a welcome way that doesn't dissuade people or deter them from being away from you, but you're also not walking in fear. And we talk about those kind of principles, ancient principles. But today I want to talk to you again about my 3 iron, the club I use on the course for recovery. If you blow the beginning of your round on the fairway, and then you hit the ball down to the green, hopefully to make up for what you didn't do with your 1 wood. So the thing with the 3, position the ball sort of in your midpoint of your body and somewhere between your front foot in your stance and the midpoint of your body, wherever you're comfortable with your particular swing or hit. You definitely don't want it back there towards your back foot. But in the gripping again, as you remember in our golf tip number 1, the hold on the club with your hands and your thumbs, the thing to remember too, your top hand, you're gripping a tighter hold. You're kind of, think of your hold on the club like squeezing the water out of a dish rag, okay, every last drop. But your top hand has a tighter hold than the bottom one. It's more of a loose hold. And you think about that as I liken that to leadership principles that you'll learn in our courses. And as you come to our sales management course this fall, if you are, in Vancouver, Toronto, and Hawaii, and we're dealing right now with Hyatt Regency, Delta Hotels, and the Fairmont chain as well for the best negotiated rate for you as you come. Our clients, our preferred clients, and all that. And it's looking like right now we'll likely end up with Hyatt Regency, but we'll see how it goes. We want the best rate for you. But one of the things you think about on that club hold, and this is a leadership principle, right? If you're a leader who's leading other leaders who lead people, and you're interacting in that realm with all the people all the time, your tighter hold is on your top people that you're actually leading. The others that are kind of, around you or, interacting in the workplace, you hold them more loosely because they're a direct report of the guy that reports to you. So think about that as you go to and fro in your life, a leadership principle. You'll learn more at our courses, and even in sales management, we talk about leadership. So that's on the club. Now, you got to know your identity, and we're teaching, don't forget who you are in this sales world. It's tough out there nowadays. Global profits have never been more at an all-time low. And even as we talk about this COVID thing, and companies are adjusting to keep their people, and top managers are taking 50% pay cuts, I've heard, and stuff. And that's really the way it's got to go. Some of the top management jobs have been paid exponentially well profits of the company overall are just making a bit of money, but some of the salaries, and you liken that to the fame of sports and movie stars and so forth, there's a lot of money out there. And I like that one basketball player in the NBA that donated money from his salary to pay for all the arena staff for 1 month until this COVID virus we need more of that to happen. If you have, it's a good idea to give to those close around you. It keeps peace for one thing. But what if this global pandemic went the opposite direction? I'm not saying it is. And all of a sudden, a month from now, it wiped us all out. And in this life, as we know it, we're all dead. What's $300 million in the bank going to do for you? Meantime, hundreds of staff in your arena can't even pay their bills or feed their kids or whatever because they're making bare minimum salaries. So what that guy did, I'd like to see more of that in our society. I think that was awesome. And I'm hearing stories are starting to come out where it's happening. People don't always tell when they do good things, and that's okay. But it's nice when you hear a bit because it is encouraging. So don't forget your identity of who you are in this world. Remember to walk tall, like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, did in this movie, okay? You got to be a bit tough. That's fortunate sometimes. But don't be... There's an old story about this turkey that got tied down on the ground by the neck. They had a rope over his neck. And he was tied there for a certain length of time that he just got used to the fact that he was in captivity and he didn't have any freedom. And then after a certain amount of time, when he realized he was caught and stuck there and dissuaded from freedom in any way, they drew a chalk line over his neck on the ground that he could see clearly, and they took the rope away, and it appeared as though the rope was still there because of the chalk line. And at that point in time, he gave up. He never even got up and tried to go on. And I proportion that to the world we're in nowadays. It seems like a lot of people have given up. We have been through hard times in this life and economy. Many people divorced and all that. And we talk about that kind of stuff in our Good Samaritan nonprofit CCI Life Pro side, helping people with life principles. One of the ways you can recover on the course is your recovery club, the 3-iron, and get the distance again. And we're hoping to go with you with that in Connections Consulting in our business training because we believe, recovery principles from ancient history combined with modern innovation. And there's not many people, nobody hardly that I know of, that's applying them the way we are, showing you how to do well. And I have walked through a lot, okay? You don't stand and get tough and if you haven't been through the fire and been tested. And I've created double, and you know that. Go to my LinkedIn on March 27 and read the 3 posts I posted there. One of them I titled Grr Economics, like Grr, the coach, the bear, Grr. And I list 12 things that are important in anybody's economy nowadays. You got to keep these things in proportion to yourself, your own well-being. It involves family, friends, and business, and part-time accommodations to things you do well and enjoy in life. But it's a quick summary. It'll take you like less than 2 minutes to read it. And I also posted a post by Bill Gates about another fella said 10 quotes that Bill Gates has said is important that he's in his life as he's accommodated success and done that. So it'd be encouraging. Read that. It might do well with you. There's a lot of free information that's good. And one of the things when you come to our courses, in our sales management course specifically this fall, you're going to learn that extra 7% that we don't talk about publicly. We talk about a lot on our social media. 93% of all the principles that I teach in life that has equated to double in success in everything I've done for others in my life in the first part of my career till I launched my company this past 3 years. That's all out there, that 93%. The 7% is what you get when you come. In the sales management course, the hug, the rounding up your people, doing well with them, equating the terms, the general management, the practitioner of the detail management, closing the deal, the follow through after marketing, sales, after sales, service, all that. We get into all the details and how to handle things. The secrets we won't talk about, because free is good to a point, right? And then some things we keep because that's where you pay, and then I make my money too. So go with that. This fall, Toronto, Hawaii, Vancouver sales management. And please do take time to get away after all this COVID stuff. Settle your employees down, bring them on a retreat, canoe trip. We have 5 trips this summer into late August. And then in September, we have our 3 backpacking trips in Vancouver Island. And what a way to get away after we blow through this COVID thing in the next several weeks or month or so and get it settled down. And people won't need another nerve-wracking pressing day at the office. Some of your managers and top managers and teams might just need to get away and rebond and connect. And we'd love to do that for you and help you out that way. Service, sales outcomes, results, Bernie May, Connections Consulting. On the golf course, I hope by June, once COVID's beat in April and May, and go hit that ball. And thinking about that today as I watched the Dwayne Johnson Walking Tall movie. I encourage you to watch this. Good movie. And go from there. wconnectionscon.ca 1403 519-3495. And if you want to Skype me, I'm at CCI *222 CCI 2222.bmay. Thanks very much and have a good day.